Hey YouTube, this is Firewizard23 and welcome back to Quest for Glory 4 in the Shadows of Darkness. Let's go back and see the gypsies, because it's a new day and we can go get a new fortune.
I have seen in a vision that you have a friend in need. A stranger to this land like yourself. You speak with him in this room at the inn. This friendship will send you on a very strange quest. Perhaps at another time we will speak more of this.
She's referring to Punnybones, but we actually already know how to help him. We have to go see Baba Yaga, but we can't do that because Bonehead won't let us buy until we get something that'll keep his skull dry from the rain and the sun. And let's tell about our past.
You tell about some of your adventures.
Ah, you tell strange stories, but I can sense that you speak true. You have lived the most exciting life. I do not think this valley will be the same when you leave.
Is there anything else we can ask Manka? Let's ask her about visions.
I have always had dreams and visions. Some of these are true events. Some are only what could be true. These visions are, like most dreams, clouded in mists. Their meanings, too, are very shadowy. If you wish to learn of your future, allow me to look into the cards. You have only to give me a crown, and I will give you a reading, huh? I am the leader of this pack, and I wish I could lead them from this valley. I have had troubled dreams of late, and the game is getting scarce in this area.
What, undead?
Many are the kinds of the dead which do not rest. Some are harmless, some most helpful, but most are extremely dangerous. Some, like the Rusalki, are victims of crimes. Others, like the Wraiths, are the spirits of criminals who cannot rest. But most powerful and fearsome of all are the Nosferatu, the vampires.
Ask about Rusalki.
There is said the Rusalki are the spirits of drowned maidens. Some are the victims of accidents, and others were the victims of murderers. They retain their physical bodies and try to drown all who approach them. There is said to be a Rusalka in the lake to the east. I have heard tales that a Rusalka may be tamed through kindness, but I have never heard of anyone actually trying such a thing. Oh no.
I'm giving the flowers to her. Oh, Wraiths.
A wraith is a spirit who cannot rest because of greed. They refuse to leave behind their possessions, and so haunt the sight of those objects.
If you travel by night, you sometimes can see a mound of rocks where no rocks were by daylight. This is the burial mound of a wraith. Avoid it, for the wraith will try to draw their life from you if you get too close.
But we could use the aura spell that Magda gave us and that will block that.
The Nosferatu, the undead which feed upon the blood of living things. If a man is drained unto death by a vampire, he will rise from his grave as a revenant, hungering for the taste of human flesh. If a vampire shares its own blood with its victim, the victim will rise from the grave as a slave of its vampire creator. It too will be a vampire, but it must obey the commands of its master, and cannot harm its master directly. Sometimes the sharer of vampire blood is not drained entirely by the master vampire. Thus, he can continue to live until struck down by a natural death. Then he will rise from his grave.
Take careful note of all that explanation she just gave about vampires. It's actually really relevant in this game. How about the castle?
The old rulers of this land, the boyars of the castle, were the Borgov family. They ruled this land for as long as my people remember. The last boyar was a strange man, so it is said. What became of him, I do not know. Only that the son left the valley in shame and horror. When we heard rumors that Borgov Castle was again inhabited, we brought our wagons to Mordavia. We thought perhaps the old boyar's son had returned, and we could trade with him again. We met with the gatekeeper, who said that the Borgov family was dead. Oh, the castle was now owned by a distant cousin who promised to protect this valley as a true boyar. So we did some trading with the gatekeeper, but never saw signs of this Borgov cousin. Soon after this, the rain started to fall, and we were trapped here.
That sucks. Okay, Davy, how about Davy?
Ah, I am well and happy to see you again, my friend.
Your portrait looks much better here. How about the forest?
I have run in this forest for many years, and I know my way around. The forest is a very different place at night. It is a very dangerous place to travel if you are not a wolf.
Dancer?
Ah, the one who danced with you upon your last visit? The one who is lovely, lively, and, more than a handful? She is my mate, and we wolves mate for life.
So you let me dance with your mate? Yeah, I know a couple guys who would not let that happen. How about hunting?
Last night we were hunting far to the south. I heard a voice call out a command. Bushes here, disappear. The voice had the fur on the nape of my neck up on end, so I did not investigate further.
Bushes here disappear.
Hunting in Mordavia is always an interesting experience.
Okay, I'm hoping... you know what? Maybe I'll just make a long video today. Let's do our fortune.
The cards have again been shuffled and cut. So reveal now the subject of this reading.
I know in one of these readings they actually screw up one of the cards, and I'm going to see if I can catch it. They describe the card properly, but it's what card they want, but it's the wrong card pictured. Ah, the inverted King of Queens.
This reading is of the ill-omened man, and now we shall learn more of his purpose and past.
Okay, so we're going to talk about Ad Avis.
The next card you turn shall show the distant past.
What happened to this guy way in the past? The Queen of Swords.
The Queen of Swords. Interesting. Sometime in the past, this man has met the mystery lady of your present. He may have been betrayed by her, or perhaps he is the betrayer of the lady. The next card shall reveal her influence.
So Ad Avis met Katrina many years ago, but what was the result of their meeting? The magician.
Ah, the magician. The woman of mystery has magic also.
Which we know.
One is the teacher of the other. The order of the card suggests it is the woman who was the master, and the man her apprentice. The events you face now, obviously, began in the dark past. Let us learn now of the more recent ones.
I guess this next draw is more supposed to be like the mysticism of the cards, because I've had tarot decks, but this doesn't actually happen, this right here, drawing the exact same card. So this is supposed to be like more the mysticism and magic.
Aha, this is your own influence upon the man. It seems you were as important to his history as he was to your own. Now, let us see the manner in which you affected him.
Place your bets, folks. What is this card? Death.
Death, the card of transformation. You are the agent of this man's failure and loss. You altered his life irrevocably.
Pwned!
Even if you destroyed him, my dear, he still influences the present. That the cards chose to reveal information about him shows that he is again a player in the game of your life. What next can we learn of this one, huh?
So what's happening now? The Eight of Swords.
In the present, the Eight of Swords. This is the card of conflict and domination. The last card which crossed this man was also a symbol of bondage. He is somehow a prisoner, or an unwilling accomplice of another. Let us see if the cards will explain further this relationship.
Okay. The Five of Cups.
This is the card of conflict and struggle. This man does not take his bondage lightly. Now, let's see what the cards show of his hopes and desires.
The Chariot.
The Chariot represents triumph and vengeance. There is a strong need to gain control of the situation, of his life. He may seek escape, but escape is clearly not enough. Let us see in what way he may triumph.
The Devil.
Oh, this time the devil is inverted. The meanings may differ, but this is a card that bodes no good whichever way it lies. Your man clearly seeks release, but with that freedom, he will also seek revenge. Whatever or whoever binds him now cannot contain him forever. He will seek his revenge, and you will need to be wary. You will face him again in a struggle to the death. Now let us reveal the card that rules over the past and the present. Oh, the dark card of the void. The influence of the Dark One overshadows all. No more shall be revealed, nor shall things be spoken at this time. The cards have spoken. The reading is done. The cards have spoken, and that is all I will say about them now. If you wish to learn more, come another time.
And she is telling the truth. You can only get a reading from her once a day, but think about everything that we've seen in this video and everything we've talked about. You can kind of piece together what Ad Avis's problem might be right now. Say goodbye.
You say goodbye.
May the wind be in your face and the hunting good.
I think it's kind of interesting that they mentioned that the gatekeeper, and this must be Borisovich, he mentioned that it was a cousin of the Boyars, but yet he won't tell us who the master is who runs the castle right now. It's kind of interesting. I want to get us to a certain place because in the next video, we're going to go to nighttime because we have some things we need to take care of. Yeah. Hope people don't think this set of videos has been kind of boring, but we do need to get through the fortunes in this game because they are kind of actually important towards the final resolution of events in Mordavia. Yeah, we want this screen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rest up until nighttime on this screen, and then next time we're going to catch up with Anna and Nikolai. This is Firewizard23. Saying take care. No, I'll just replace those 10. Saying take care and bye-bye for now.